Welcome, everybody, to yet another episode of Two Severed Heads. Hippie New Year, as they say. Happy 420 to those that celebrate. We had planned something today. Steve, we talk about it a lot. We've had a show based on, metal and the history of metal and horror. And we thought it'd be cool to kind of have a little metal minute or metal segment as part of the show, because metal and horror go together so nicely. Unfortunately, Bill Manspeaker, lead singer of Green Jelly, I spoke with him earlier this afternoon. We'd been talking throughout the week. He was looking forward to doing the show, but unfortunately, a family commitment kept him away. But we got something still. We're going to talk horror news later in the show, and we thought, sticking with the music thing, we're gonna tie that in and talk about the freakiest music videos you've ever seen. So if you got one, throw it in the comments, and we'll talk about it. Steve, my man, what's going on?
Not much, buddy. What are you doing?
My first week back to work, so a little tired today. So
indeed,
I got my still waiting for Monster. Hope they keep the watermelon flavor. Hoping that for them as a sponsor. Send me a case anyways, even if you don't want to sponsor us, because I plug it every week.
How is the watermelon flavor?
You know what? I don't even know if I can go back to the green ones. This is gone now.
What?
No, even the pineapple. The pineapple was really good too, but the watermelon is the shit.
I'll have to try that, because I find with watermelon flavored stuff like candies or drinks or anything, they can never get the watermelon flavor.
True.
So I'm going to try that.
Comic-Con, Niagara Falls Comic-Con, not too far away. So Steve has been hard at work, working on stuff for the con. You've been working on Terrifier 3.
Yep, I'm seeing the light finally. I think I'm about 10 pages away of getting it done.
Yeah, Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 1 are both available. You can go to Steve's Facebook page or his website and find those there. And, of course, while you're there, you might as well pick up Rise of Harvester, too. You know you want to. I mean,
thanks, man. Yeah. So, it's this one's going to be a heavy page count. I'm guessing around 80, 90 pages. Like, this is... Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to be a doozy, this one.
Nice.
I know. And then right on to just original pieces for Niagara Falls Comic-Con and everything. And yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gearing up. We're less than, 2 months out now?
Yes, sir. So it's going to come quick.
Yeah, well. This weekend, if you want to see me or you want to see my cohort from the other show there, Zeus, we will both be in Niagara Falls at the Scotiabank this weekend for 420 Con, hosting panels, yucking it up with everybody.
Nice.
So yeah, come see us. If you see us around, come and talk to us. We're gonna do a live Puff podcast there. Afro Man will be there. You can get free pictures and autographs with Afro Man. Also Jordan Prentice, Canadian actor. He played Howard the Duck, and he also played the bag of weed in the dream sequence in Harold and Kumar. If you've seen that, and if you've seen the uncut version of that,
no way.
I congratulate you, because it was pretty fucked up, but funny nonetheless. And I'm excited about this. Love Machine is going to be there.
No way.
You got to come get your picture taken with Love Machine. Like, that's too cool, man.
I love that logo of you and Rye. I love the eyes, man. That is the best. Oh my God. I saw that the other day and died. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
And again, not completely horror related, but I'd be remiss if we didn't take a minute to talk about it. I know Steve's a little older than me, so I know he grew up on this guy too. And I think everybody grew up on this guy, because this guy holds the Guinness World Book of Records for the longest career in comics. And unfortunately, we lost him about 2 weeks ago. And that's Al Jaffe, of course, of Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
65 years he worked for Mad.
Unbelievable, eh?
Hired at 99, and he died, just died recently at 102.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved Mad Magazine growing up.
Me too. Mad was my go-to. I used to love Don Martin, his spots in there, and I used to love Spy versus Spy in there. I remember I'd redraw all the pages and everything.
Spy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there ever a Spy versus Spy cartoon or movie? Or
I think there was a very small bit on Mad TV. They used to do Spy versus Spy cartoon.
Right. That's where I'm thinking I've seen the animated. Yeah.
And do you remember the original Nintendo? There was a Spy versus Spy game.
I do remember that game. I had that game.
Are you serious? My buddy Matt had it, and we used to play it all the time.
I did have that game.
That's awesome.
So R.I.P. to Al Jaffe. What, me worry?
I know, right? He used to make us mangle our magazines because he used to do the back pieces where you had to fold them. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Man.
All right. Later in the show, we're going to talk horror news. We got lots of horror news to talk about. Steve, I didn't get a chance to watch this, but Steve is going to give his review of Malum, new movie. So stay for the movie review. You'll get one head's perspective anyways. And we're going to talk music videos. Tons of creepy music videos. There's a couple that, just come to mind, I think, when you think of the topic. And I dug for a few because I just wanted to kind of branch out to not music I just liked. But Steve, so we got some Steve picks here. We've got some of my picks. So we're going to give you our top 10. And if you got a creepy music video that you want to mention, throw it out there.
Nice.
We're going to have Bill thinking of the Three Little Pigs video. So the voices of the pigs were Les Claypool, Maynard James Keenan, and Pauly Shore.
Ooh, I didn't know about Pauly Shore. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. The director of that video was Fred Stuer, I'm going to say. And he also directed this creepy fucking video. Ooh. Remember this dude?
Yeah, Sober. That was a creepy video, man.
It got a lot of play.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I had a friend who he used to throw a lot of house parties. His mother did something where she was constantly traveling, so he threw a lot of house parties, and we listened to a lot of Tool.
Nice.
A lot of Tool. Yeah.
I always remember that part in the video where he takes the pipe off and it looks like there's meat running through it, and he kind of puts his hand on it and everything. Yeah. That's nasty.
Yeah, so creepy. Just his movements.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. We were kind of transitioning from Green Jelly. I mentioned the Three Little Pigs video. I don't think that's a creepy video, but you know what video was creepy in a different way? Was the video for Shit Man.
I do not know this one. How did you find this?
It is the most disgusting music video you will ever watch. And you're like, if you have a weak constitution, you may get sick watching this video.
Really?
It's on YouTube. You can find it there.
I'm putting this on.
It's so messed up. My kid used Austin. He used to love it when he was younger.
Really?
The video for Shit Man.
Yeah.
Who made it?
What's Taylor saying?
What's that?
Who made it?
Who made the video?
You're like, no. Who made the song?
Oh, it's Green Jelly.
Is it Green Jelly who did that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
Just like, was it a Taylor? Well, that was different. But I mean, the salad finger thing, all the weird shit they were into. My God.
This was, next one was one of your picks.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a different world, Korn.
Korn with Corey Taylor.
Oh, right, with Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
Yeah, that video is weird.
Yeah, I only watched a small clip from this one. I was never a huge Korn fan, but definitely a creepy video.
Indeed, eh?
Yeah, for sure. This was another one of your picks, and I mean, I can't not agree with this one. This one definitely deserves to be in the top 10 creepy videos of all time, because it's not like horror movie. I mean, I guess it could be a horror movie, but
yeah,
definitely a very creepy, very just the whole tone of the video.
Exactly. Those masks with the wide open mouth and going into a meat grinder and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, another brick in the wall. Wow.
Yeah, I loved those albums that you could just put on and listen from song 1 to the end.
Exactly.
You know? And it just has that nice flow.
You don't get that anymore. The concept
you
albums
really
like
don't.
That?
No. I think a lot of it has to do with studios.
Really?
Not giving people the opportunity, because everything is about, okay, this was a huge hit, so yeah, do that again, replicate that now. We want more of that. Give us 3 more albums of that.
Yeah. They want the cash. They don't want the artsy stuff.
I don't think they don't get like these 3-4 albums deals like they used to,
No. And I think they're in and out of the studio now. Like, I think Floyd, I don't even know how long it would have taken to make The Wall.
Yeah, very few artists got away with that. I can say, like, off the top of my head, like Neil Young changed, with David Bowie, obviously, changed with almost every album.
Yeah, they could get away with it though, because they had the name, right?
Right. Yeah. That's one of my biggest disappointing concerts was when I got to see David Bowie in '96, I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he did say it, but I thought, there's no way he doesn't play some of his hits at the end. I thought, okay, he's playing, he said, I'm playing my entire new album. But I've seen shows like that before where they do that and then they still play hits.
Yes, after the encore, they'll drop a few of the old ones.
He did not play hits.
Really?
9 Inch Nails opened. The coolest part of the show was 9 Inch Nails. Just as their set was ending, David Bowie came out and he did vocals with 9 Inch Nails on Man Who Sold the World. And, oh, God, I can't remember what the other song was, but that was pretty cool.
That's great. Was that the I'm Afraid of Americans tour?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to say no.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the album after.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So no hits, no like changes or anything?
Nothing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That is. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. And for 1996, I'm pretty sure the concert tickets, I'm pretty sure they were like $35 or $45. And we were in like the 100 level at Sky Dome.
Wow.
And that was outrageous. Outrageous. I thought $45 fucking dollars. Like, yeah, okay, it's David Bowie, but $45 fucking dollars? Are you kidding me? I saw Hall of Famers, legends, for the 3, 4, 5 years before that I had been going to concerts for $25.
Yeah.
$18.50, like Jimmy Page, Robert Plant in Buffalo, fucking $22. Like,
damn. The 45 cents is too much for going.
And now you can't get a nosebleed for a show anywhere for usually $80 to $100.
Oh no. Could you imagine if Bowie was still with us and went on tour? Imagine what the ticket price would be. Yeah, the nosebleeds would be like $500.
He should be paying people to go see him, but yeah.
I saw a clip.
He should. I'm not a fan.
You hush.
He's made 3 good songs. That's it.
No.
Yeah. He's horrid.
I don't even remember what I was going to say. I'm so upset now.
I felt what Brian.
He's been sidetracked now.
He sucks.
Moving on.
Ooh.
Your boy Corey Taylor and his band Slipknot.
This is when Slipknot was still Slipknot.
Yeah, I watched. I put this video on. I'd never seen this video before.
Yeah,
I couldn't stop watching this video.
Wasn't it crazy?
Yeah, it was great.
It's off the Iowa album, and Iowa's probably their most. It's the second album after their first breakthrough one.
See, I know that much. I know that's like one of their biggest.
Yeah, and man, what an aggressive album. That video captured that album.
So I saw them on the Ozfest tour in 2000 or 2001. Would that have been that album, or would that have been their debut?
It would have been the debut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that album, they kind of got lost their record contract on. Because guess when the album dropped? September 11th, 2001. And the album dropped on that day. And then all the guys at the head office went, hey, there was no record sales this day. And that's when people were still buying physical copies, right, at record stores. And so they went, there's no record sales. They didn't take into account there was America's biggest attack.
Right.
And they just cut them right there.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Crazy.
That's nuts, eh?
This next one, too. This was one of your picks as well. I only got to see a small clip of this one, too, but this was creepy.
It's weird, eh?
It is weird.
I love The Cure, and that video is just out there.
My favorite Cure moment, I was never a huge Cure fan, but my favorite Cure moment, did you see when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think in 2018 or 2019?
Oh, with the girl, and she was really excited?
Yeah, Trent Reznor inducted them, and then as they came off stage, the interviewer was like, "Oh my God, Robert Smith, you guys just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How do you feel?" And he's like, "Obviously not as excited as you are."
I know. What a shit, eh? Robert.
Awesome.
I hope he never stops being Robert.
Rockstar moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. You could put up a whole wall of Marilyn Manson videos and just throw it a dart and pick the creepy Marilyn Manson video. His videos, say what you want about the man, say what you want about the music, because I'm not a huge fan of his music. There are, I'm going to say a handful, maybe a handful and a half of Marilyn Manson songs that I do really like. But his videos are out there.
They're next level, eh? Like, God, this from Beautiful People. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, it's almost to me, it's like almost like an H.R. Geiger painting come to life.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? Like, man, the imagery in his videos is nuts.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to get inside that guy's head.
Imagine
if he was the guy whose head they were in that movie with Vincent D'Onofrio and what's her name?
Oh yeah. Good Lord. That would take a hell of a turn, wouldn't it?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't think of what that movie was. J-Lo and Vincent D'Onofrio, though.
Yes, Cell. The Cell.
Cell. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cell. Yeah, creepy fucking movie.
That was so beautifully done, though, eh?
The cinematography was unbelievable.
I saw that in
the art design and costume design.
Just blew my mind.
Yeah, for sure. Another guy whose videos were next level when they started hitting this thing called MTV, when they used to play music videos, or Much Music when they used to play music videos.
Oh no.
You couldn't turn those on without seeing this video probably once an hour.
Yeah.
Huge hit for 9 Inch Nails and Trent Reznor, Closer.
Man, that video was nuts, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost like I love Downward. We jump ahead there. I love the Downward Spiral, but then I went back and I fucking love Pretty Hate Machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty Hate Machine. Wow. At that time, I think it was 89. There was nothing like it.
Closer just had that it's a fantastic album, but it's just so gloomy and dark. And as where Pretty Hate Machine, it's definitely hate fueled, but it's up tempo.
Yes. But you're right. On Closer, from beginning to end, you feel worse after listening to that. Eh? It's like, oh my God, after Hurt and everything, it's like, oh.
Yeah. You feel how Johnny Cash looked when he did that video. We love you, Johnny. We love you. I had to put Thriller on the list as you kind of got a peek there.
Do you remember that as a kid when that dropped?
Yeah.
And everyone would rush home after school and go to the, like, even before, I think it was Much Music was just out.
They were, yeah.
And I remember everyone was waiting to see that video, like the full one. What was it, like 20 minutes long?
I'm going to say, I was going to say like 27 minutes or 23 minutes or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts, man.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a great production. I mean, there's a world record for the biggest Thriller dance off or whatever ensemble of people doing Thriller. Like it's a phenomenon.
It is.
Yeah,
for sure. You need to do that at the HorrorCon this year.
Yeah. All right. No, I'll stop. Prodigy. I love these guys. I love that sound. I really got a kick out of these guys. Never got to see them live, unfortunately. Keith Flint committed suicide in 2019. I know he had been going through a rough divorce leading up to that. So I mean, we can only speculate. But Keith Flint, sorry, right here. And the other member, I think there was 3 members, but these were the 2 guys in the video.
Yeah,
for Breathe, which was intense. That's an intense song.
I know, right? That video and the song is like just a punch of adrenaline.
Yeah, my kid. So Austin, he had seen the video, and he had already had a mohawk, and I'm gonna say he was 7, 8 years old, rocking the mohawk at school.
Nice.
And he saw that video, and he's like, I want the double mohawk.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like, I want the double mohawk. So I didn't want to do it and fuck it up. I could do a mohawk, no problem, but I didn't want to do that and mess it up. So I took a picture and printed it off because that's what you did back then. It was, smartphones weren't as advanced as they are now.
Yeah.
And I took it to the hairdresser, and she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And I could see the look on her face, like, fuck, I want to call his mother. Like, does she know this is happening?
Child services.
Are you sure? And I'm like, ask him. I'm like, he's like, no. Yeah. He's like, I really want that. I want it. And like, and so yeah, she did it. And yeah, he rocked that for a few weeks. It was pretty awesome. I definitely have a picture somewhere.
Did he have the green in it too, or what?
He didn't dye it. No.
Nice.
No, but yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's our top 10 list of creepy videos. Again, if you got a video and you want to talk about it, you can still throw it in the comments, and we'll shoot the shit about it. But for now, we're gonna jump into the horror news of the week. Brought to you by this week. You know what? Even though they're not paying us, it's brought to you by Evil Dead Rise.
Nice.
Which opens, I think technically there's showings tonight somewhere. I know there's one around here.
Yeah, I think tonight is the big opening, isn't it?
Opens tomorrow. It says 21st, but yeah, it's definitely playing around here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's at the Square. I'm pretty sure it's at the Seaway Mall.
Yeah.
I got my tickets for tomorrow. I cannot wait.
I know. I'm dying to see this. I know Brad had early tickets from Deadly Grounds. A bunch of them went from Deadly and saw it the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still holding pretty solid at 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, that's good.
And that's from I think it was about a month ago that it debuted at the film festival. So wow. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of critics have seen it. So
I've been trying to avoid all like reviews and stuff like that. I just want to go in and make my own like view of it.
Yeah, I can't wait. So horror news of the week though. Do you remember the game The Oregon Trail?
Yes, I used to love that game.
It was text-based, right?
Yeah.
Basically a text-based game, yeah. So yeah.
And people would die of dysentery and everything on your trail. And
oh man, that was before I had a computer, but I had a friend who had a computer, and I definitely remember playing the text-based games.
Nice.
It was hugely popular.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with
what?
With the Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail, which hit theaters last week.
Oh God!
Stars Zoe Degrand Maison, and it's It looks. I watched the trailer for this. It looks pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, it looks. It almost had that ravenous kind of feel to it.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to find this.
Yeah, definitely want to check that movie out for sure. Impractical Jokers. I still catch the show. I don't watch it religiously like I used to. You're familiar with the show, I'm sure. Yeah. Recently, Joe Gatto left the show, so they've kind of just been doing like the weekly guest host kind of thing now, and they've had everybody. But this week's episode was pretty fucking good. They had none other than Bruce Campbell on, and
no way.
One of the stunts or skits that they had to do complete was basically they were dressed up as you see Q is here, like Ash, and they were in a house, and they had to pretend their hand was possessed and start grabbing objects around the place and smashing it over their heads. Some of them were prop breaks, and some of them weren't.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, I saw a clip of it. It looks pretty entertaining. So I'm definitely gonna have to check that episode out.
I got to check that out.
I love anything Bruce is involved in.
Oh yeah, Bruce is gold there.
Yeah. Did you watch Squid Games?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, what an emotional roller coaster, eh?
It really was.
Wow.
We know we're getting a sequel. Netflix has the reality-based game coming out. People don't die. It's just whatever. They got the game show thing coming out soon. And, as it happens with Japanese and Korean and these, movies from out east that become these huge monster hits, usually in the horror genre, we do North American remakes. It's just what we do.
Oh, no.
But I like whose hands the Squid Games American remake or Hollywood remake is in. David Fincher.
Are you serious?
Is said to be involved with the Squid Games movie. So, yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah. I like it.
That's crazy.
I like it.
Wasn't he making Manhunter?
Yeah, he did Manhunter, and then there was talk of a season 3, and then he was previously he was committed to something else. And basically, they kind of dragged us along for a bit. And then he ended up saying something like, by the time he's done what he's committed to, there'll be no point, or everybody will move on, or something to that effect. But it's unfortunate because that was a great series.
What a good series, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's going to do Squid Games, eh?
Yeah. I definitely got the right guy, I think, if you're going to try that.
Yeah. He could make that pretty nasty.
Drew Barrymore was talking. Drew Barrymore's got her own talk show now, and she was talking earlier this week about Scream, the Scream movies, and saying how with good writing, her character could come back.
She was gutted and
Casey Becker, who was killed at the opening scene of the very first Scream movie. She said that maybe she lived. She said she's had a C-section and she lived. So
her intestines were on the ground.
I mean, that would have to be some really good writing, Drew. But hey, whatever. Not to be denied, as I was researching this story again, because I grabbed this story earlier in the week. Parker Posey has said that. Me too. My character could come back, and then I did. She played Gail Weathers, right, in the Stab movies, I think.
Yes.
If I'm,
I think that was Parker.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. I mean, I know she needs to work.
Yeah. I guess have them all back. I guess as a dream sequence or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go, dream sequence or something, right? Yeah. Yeah. Or
maybe Stu lived and Stu's dreaming about him in an asylum somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, there we go. That's how good ideas happen.
Yeah, I guess there's a window there. Yeah, or a garage door or something.
Exactly.
Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which was basically a faux trailer at the beginning of the Grindhouse movies. We talked about it a few weeks ago. They were shooting up in Port Perry, Ontario. They said it's going to be ready in time for Thanksgiving this year, so that's good news. I didn't know that the trailer, the Grindhouse trailer, was inspired by another Canadian-made movie, Black Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, a little cool bit of horror trivia there.
And it should be grimy, too. Eli loves, like, buckets of blood.
Yeah, for sure. American Horror Story Season 11 has wrapped up. American Horror Story New York, the 11th season.
Really?
I watched 2 or 3 episodes, and then I kind of just fell off of it.
Me too.
I think I don't know, American Horror Stories kind of run its course with me. I enjoyed more seasons than I didn't. But, I kind of fell off during Hotel, I think.
Yeah, that one was really dry, eh?
Yeah, it really was, yeah. But season 12 coming, Kim Kardashian and Emma Roberts to star. They said it'll be ready for a summer release. I mean, okay.
Probably a good time to leave the American Horror Story series.
I love Emma Roberts. I love Emma. But, Kim. I love these experiences that keep happening every year. We hear about these, like come stay at Camp Crystal Lake for a weekend of, this or that, or, go watch a movie in the Halloween house, or, a lot of this stuff seems to be popping up now. And now in Argyle, New York, you can go stay for 2 nights or 1 night if you want at Camp Arawak. And
oh my God, really?
Take part in the festivities. There'll be kayaking, swimming, and other events during the day. You'll be sleeping in tents at night, and there will be viewings of the movie both nights, along with a bunch of other surprises. Oh. Take that for what you will. When Sleepaway Camp says there'll be surprises.
Yeah, that'll be a freaky surprise. Man.
Yeah. Renfield.
Oh boy. I watched nothing with Nicolas Cage because then I have to bleach my eyes after.
I don't mind Nicolas Cage in some stuff, but what were they thinking?
I know.
I was fucking dumbfounded when I looked up this story yesterday and found out, because I was just looking up to see what their box office numbers were for the week, because it just opened last Friday.
Yeah.
They did 12.1 million this week. Then I saw what this fucking movie cost to make.
How much did it cost?
$65 million.
Get out. Really? So they
are going to lose their fangs on this one.
Oh my God. And rightfully so. When you cast Nicolas Cage as anything but like a dumbass, oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I could have called this. And you know what? You know what's funny? All the horror pages like Fangoria, everyone is tripping over themselves to promote this piece of shit. And I was just shaking my head. I'm like, am I in a bizarro world or something where people think Nicholas is a good actor?
Oh,
like, wow. Yeah, I kind of figured it would be bad. I didn't figure it that bad. Look at that.
Keep smiling, Nick. Keep smiling.
Oh my God. He's smiling all the way to the bank. Like
I bet your next role is just around the corner. I watched the one Willy's Wonderland. Have you seen Willy's Wonderland?
Yeah, where he had no lines. It was bad.
That's bad. But I couldn't stop watching it.
Oh, man. How does he keep getting booked? That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of actors out there, and he keeps getting parts. Like, how does this happen?
It's almost like people are trying to top his last worst movie now.
Yes.
Like, I even tried watching Pig. Did you see Pig?
No.
Yeah, it was It was weird.
Really?
Yeah, he plays this guy who basically lives. I think it's Oregon. He lives like out in the Oregon wilderness, and he has a truffle pig. And then someone kidnaps his truffle pig, and hilarity ensues. No, it was weird.
Really?
Weird. Yeah, it was weird.
Man, I don't know, man. I've never liked Nicolas Cage, and he keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and no one wants to admit it. I seem to be the only one saying he's just shit. Like,
oh man. All right. Yeah, I did not get a chance to watch the movie this week. I tried, but yeah, Steve watched it, and it's you described it kind of as almost like the Evil Dead 2 thing, where they kind of remade a movie that was 2003, 2006-ish.
Yes. I think it was originally out in 2006 by Anthony DiBiase.
Okay.
And basically he got to return to it. The Last Shift was the original one, which everyone really liked as an independent horror film. I saw it. I liked it. It had a few holes in it. But this one, he was given more money, kind of like what they did with Raimi for Evil Dead 2. So he kind of remade it and streamlined it. And how do I describe this? I don't want to give too much away, but it's definitely culty. It's almost cosmic horror, and yet it's almost paranormal horror too. I really liked it. It's dark. It's not a feel-good movie at all. Like, you're going to feel worse after watching it. So brace yourself. But I really liked it. I definitely give it thumbs up. Like, especially for the lead actor, she was basically the only actor in the whole thing. There's a few others that would pop in and out, but she carried the movie, and props to her because she carried the whole thing. Like, it was
that's
really
not easy to do.
No.
And keep it entertaining.
And it was all practical effects, which I love.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so definitely thumbs up. If you can find it, watch it. But brace yourself, because it is not a feel-good movie at all. You're going to walk away and
That's so weird. I was going to watch it the other night, and it was, when you told me about it, it was on the service that I use, and then I tried to look it up again, and it was not there.
Ooh.
Which is weird, but yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, there we go. Steve approved. I'm gonna check it out. If you like movies that are
depressing and, and scary, then go see this.
What was the one? And I didn't see it for years until after it came out. The one where it took part in, what was it, Sweden or Norway or whatever? It was the cult and.
With
Midsummer.
Midsummer, yeah.
Midsummer. Yeah, that movie was. That's a movie. After I finished watching it, I didn't know what to feel about anything.
Yeah, me too. It was a real trip, eh? Like, at the end there, I'm like, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
And that seemed a little overreaction for burning up the boyfriend in a bear suit and everything.
Yeah, it's almost like someone drugged me as I started to watch the movie, and I was forced to watch it. Like,
yeah,
but couldn't turn it off.
It was
because I felt weird. I felt weird.
Me too. I felt very weird.
Yeah. I mean, props to them for that, being able to create that environment, which, I mean, I'm not saying it was a good environment for a movie watcher, but, that's what movies do. Movies make us feel different things. And I think that's why so many people love horror movies, because, you can watch a funny movie and feel laughter, or you can watch a drama and, feel emotional or sad. But, horror, you can really feel all three of those things. Plus, you can get scared out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Depending on your level of, I mean, I'm a pretty, we're pretty seasoned, so.
We got pretty thick skin for horror.
Yeah, we do. And it takes a lot to really get me to go, like, what did I just see? Or, obviously the jump scares are, it's a timing thing. It's they're going to get you sometimes. Sometimes they won't, but I find there's the jump scares that are, they're planned jump scares. They're planned to get you.
Yeah.
And then there's ones that are planned, but genuinely get me.
Yes. Those are the ones that really get you. Like, where you're like, holy shit. Like,
yeah. And smile. Like, I mean, we watched it at the drive-in and I had the radio cranked. So that's my defense. But I swear to God, I'm going to say 3 or 4 times. I went, oh, and one of them was like, oh my God, holy fuck.
Was it the sister at the car when her head went?
I don't remember if that was the one, but one of them
shit.
was a Jesus Christ. I used every curse word in the book.
I don't. The one at the car where the head went upside down, that one got me because I was like, oh God, like, jeez. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, and horror movies just, as far as the critics, as far as the Academy, as far as the awards, they've never gotten the respect. So I think it's for these directors and these writers to take on, and as an actor, to take on the role of or the part in putting together a horror movie. It's a daunting task because
it is.
Because what hasn't been done, audiences are getting harder to scare, harder to freak out. We are getting, tougher skin as a society as far as what's acceptable viewing and what's shocking. And so, yeah, it's that's why I love horror so much.
I know, me too. Yeah. And you're right. It is harder and harder. Like, I think the audiences are a lot more weathered now and a lot smarter. Like, 20 years ago, the jump scares would happen fast and fierce. Now we know, okay, she's going to go in the room. Someone's going to come out and grab her. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I think the directors and writers have to be a lot smarter now.
There has to be the constant anticipation of the jump scare without the jump scare.
Exactly.
Then you don't see it coming, because that's what those 70s movies were like. It was a lot of waiting for something to fucking happen that you could not stand anymore.
Exactly. You think, okay, he's going to jump out here, then nothing. And you're like, oh, holy crap.
It was the tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need that again.
For sure. Yeah. It's been a good couple of years for horror, and I definitely think it's promising. I think, guys our age are at the helm of a lot of these movies now. So I think, they know, it's almost like the Jon Favreau and, what he's doing with Star Wars. He's a fan. He's our age, maybe, a few years older, and he's of that generation that, he knows how to do it right.
Exactly. Because he loves it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't have people in there just for the paycheck.
No.
Or just going with the status quo, or going with the keyboard warriors and what they want. You have to. Fan service is what
exactly.
I saw, not horror related, but I'll talk about it quick just before we go to try and stretch some time here. But I went and saw Mario with my boy.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fan service.
Really?
If you've played the games, this is fan service moment after fan service moment with characters and throwbacks and worlds and just a little bit of everything. So much so, but though I feel like it was really rushed. It's an hour 35. They could have made it 2 hours, I think. Would have flowed a little better. Definitely felt rushed, but more to like than there wasn't. And oh God, Luma and Bowser steal this movie for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Luma she maybe only has, or he, I'm not sure, the little blue star. Probably has about 10 lines in the movie. Just, I don't even want to say it's, oh my God, belly laughs.
Really?
Anytime Luma was on screen, I was belly laughing. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And Jack Black as Bowser. Right, that would be great.
No, they stole the movie for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I
got to see that.
Yeah, it was good for sure. All right. Well, this was a fun show. Again, apologies for no Bill, but this is what happens, and like we were talking before the show, and with conventions, it happens all the time. Guests, it's the world they live in. Stuff comes up, bigger paychecks come up. Not what happened in this case. We're hoping everything's okay on Bill's end, and we wish him all the best. So until next time, for my guy Steve, the horror artist extraordinaire McGinnis. I am Metal Mennonite, spray cheese connoisseur. And how many different kinds could there possibly be? I don't know. I am the Metal Mennonite, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace. We're out.